Hi there, Libra. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Sorry, my voice is a little hoarse. Alright, so I was shuffling a bit for you guys right before I started recording, and these three cards popped out. Okay, you have the Empress, the Hermit in reverse, and the Chariot upright. Okay, so right off the bat, and as I was sort of meditating on these cards here, there is definitely a sense that you are, a sense of wanting to move forward with some aspect of your life. Okay, something that you're hoping to watch take form, right? Something that you perhaps have been thinking about a lot, that you've been in a form of reclusion about in your mind even perhaps, right? Really listening, taking the time to listen to your intuition about it, and really getting ready to move forward with it in some sort of way, okay? A lot of signs have been getting the Chariot card. So it seems that the collective energy that this new year is bringing in is one that is very eager and enthusiastic to bring something about, to bring movement about, to bring change and action forward, okay? In some way, shape, or form. So let us shuffle a bit more here for you. Okay, we're going to be doing the Celtic cross, the same spread as last month, and the same orientation and outlook. We're going to be having your deep past here, recent past, current state, advice card, near future, hopes and fears, hopes and or fears, final outcome, crowned by 3 cards, the first being the energy that you stepped into that helped lead you to your current state, followed by the environmental energies card, and followed by the energetic pathway that you're moving into given these other energies at bay. Okay? So let us shuffle just a bit more here. I sense like a perfection of thinking about something, like a perfected analysis of something, reviewing something over and over again, maybe in your mind, trying to come up with the perfect solution or answer about something, maybe, perhaps. But something that you have a focus with, that you are trying to finalize maybe before moving forward with it, as indicated by the Chariot here. Okay. You're like wanting to take the plunge, wanting to move forward with it, but in a way, taking a closer examination. Okay. Not quite ready, right? You feel like maybe I'm not quite ready. Yeah, this is what I'm feeling here with the cards. Feeling like almost gonna go for it, gonna charge forward, and then nope. taking a step back. Okay. Deep past, recent past, current state. Almost every sign got this card here. Ooh. Another sign got this card as well. This is the near future. This is hopes and or fears. This is the final outcome. This is the energy that you stepped into that helped lead you to this state. Wow. Oh, wow. Very interesting. This card has come up for, I believe, 2 other signs in the same exact position. Although I believe it was in reverse for them. And this is the energetic pathway that you're moving towards. And this is the theme of the reading. Okay. Let us... Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Let's take a look first at the elements at play here. All right. First of all, right off the bat that I see you have a lot of color going on here. A lot of color going on here. And these are rather desolate in color tone, right? The color palette here is more black and white. Speaking more of finality, closure, right? So, and there is very much an emphasis on the wrapping up of a job, of a financial situation, something that has once provided you with stability and groundedness is coming to a close, it seems. A lot of signs got this card as well. The Ten of Wands, right? The closing out of a previous involvement, engagement, right? What you used to put your efforts towards, right? The work that you used to do is now coming to a close. And you have the Father of Pentacles beneath this 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so aside from that, the Pentacles theme, you have oh, and these are all major arcana, so something significant is taking place, right? This decision that you're making to move forward in a new direction is a major turning point in your life, it seems. Okay, now you have 2 Wands cards together here. You have 2 other Wands cards here, signifying fire energy. Okay, fire energy. Action, decision in how to move forward with your actions and your efforts. And you have 2 major arcana here as well. Okay. You have the 10 of Swords right up here. And you have the 8 of Cups right up here. 2 of Cups. Okay. So it seems like almost every element is actually being represented here. You have air, water, fire, earth. Okay. So something about this cycle has consumed you in many different ways, right? It relates to your emotional satisfaction and stability. It relates to your thoughts. It really consumes your thoughts, right? And it's related to what stabilizes you, what grounds you, your career, perhaps, your financial engagements. And it relates also to the energy that you put out there, right? The actual work that you do, that you physically do, that you, your passion, your day-to-day efforts, the energy that you expend on a daily basis. Okay? So it seems, let's get right into it. You have the Mother of Wands in reverse in your deep past, followed by the Two of Wands upright. Looking at this card here, Mother of Wands, she's someone, I mean, look at her, right? This snake, she's coiled around her baby eggs, right? That are waiting to hatch, right? There is a sense of protectiveness, of being very much settled in to a certain position, situation. This wand is like, you know, right nestled through this patch of eggs that she's holding, right, or within her. So when this is up right side up, right, when this is upside down, it's almost as if you might be considering, right, this is very much speaking to a decision point, you might be considering stepping out of this entanglement in a way, this situation, right? This one that is of immense responsibility, one that is really requires your focus and your attention. All of your attention and your focus and your efforts are going towards the protection of these eggs, right? So when she's upside down, it's kind of like the reconsideration of this position. I'm reading it as that, especially because you do have the Two of Wands following that. So stepping back from this for a moment and thinking, how should I move forward with this, right? Really speaking to, oh wow, and look at these three cards, really in parallel with these two cards. The Empress, ultimate fertile energy, okay? The Hermit, really taking a minute to think about something really intuitively, right? This is a very intuitive card. Being really in the quiet of your mind and thinking about a situation, listening to what your intuition tells you. And the Chariot, a card of movement, independence, youth, a new journey, a new path, the dawn of a new day, right? So there is this oscillation, right? This interplay between very fertile, grounding energy, one that has been contributed to over time, that's grown over time, right? It's the Mother of Wands. And then this sort of fresher energy, right? One of movement, right? This Mother of Wands is stationary here, right? She's low to the ground. She's, in a way, stuck. She's held down. The Chariot is like the opposite of the Empress. The Empress is firmly rooted in the ground, right? The Chariot is, I'm out of here. It's a horse. He's like galloping away, right? But nevertheless, they're both cards of strength, right? They're both very independent cards, right? But one is more nurturing. Okay, so there is sort of a decision perhaps that, you know, you recently or in your recent past have been contemplating, right? Like, I need to reconsider and reorient what I'm doing and where I'm placing my efforts. Okay? Now, you then moved into this 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is your current state. Okay? The completion of a cycle. Okay? And you have the 10 of Swords right above it in reverse. So I'm seeing that there has been a lot of thought that's gone into this decision and the completion of some situation that has to do with career finances. Okay? Now, it's in reverse, right? So it's sort of speaking to the feeling of it almost being done, but not quite being done, right? And also, because they are both in reverse, this Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, it's kind of speaking to their association, right? You're thinking a lot about the ending of this chapter, of this cycle. But they're both in reverse, so it's not quite coming into fruition, reality quite yet. Okay? You're maybe done thinking about it, but you haven't quite yet brought it about. So in your advice position, you have the Nine of Pentacles upright. And so the sense that I'm getting from this spread here, right, having the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the advice being the Nine of Pentacles upright, is sort of saying, in your mind, right, you're focusing on the completion, the Ten of Pentacles. But what's reality, right, is still the working towards it. There's this oscillation between, it seems, thought and impulse. How you feel about something, the decision that you're making in your mind, right? The thinking, the reclusion, the introspection, and the outward expression of how you want to proceed. So here, I'm really looking at these two cards together, this Ten of Swords and this Ten of Pentacles, both in reverse. In your mind, right, in the back of your mind, in the reflection period, in the decision making, you're focused on this Ten of Pentacles, on bringing the phase of culmination to your finances or job outlook or anything that's tangible that you actively work towards. So energetically, right, the suggestion is to flow with the progress along its natural course, which very much speaks to the Wheel of Fortune card as well. Really speaking to the wheel will turn as it will when it must. That's the sort of thinking with this card, right? In due time, things will happen as they should, when they should. So there's a little bit of a back step, right? Not quite being at the 10, you're at a 9, right? In actuality, what's right side up is a 9. You're almost there, you're almost at the completion phase, right? But not quite at the 10 where you want to be. Then moving forward into your near future, you have the Lover's card, right next to the Hopes and Fears card of the Wheel of Fortune, both major arcana. Okay, there's this element of motion, movement forward, flight, right? Very much so with the Chariot. Again, this oscillation between somewhat of stagnancy with this Mother of Wands and the Empress, and then by contrast, movement forward, freedom, right? The dawn of a new day with the Chariot and the Lovers. So flying through, I'm seeing this really as embracing the natural progression of whatever this cycle is. Okay, really embracing it, seeing the beauty in it. and especially because it flows right into the Wheel of Fortune, right? I see you going with the flow of the situation, being somewhat optimistic, right? With this Nine of Pentacles overlaid on top of this Ten of Pentacles. There is this feeling, right? And even with the Chariot and the Empress sandwiching this Hermit, there is this feeling of anticipation, right? You're anticipating what's to come. You've been thinking about it a lot, right? With the Hermit and the Ten of Swords. And you know that it's going to come. You have this, this confidence, right? In the natural flow and turn of events. So I see you going with the flow as it naturally will, going right into the Wheel of Fortune, right? Hopes and or fears. This is the number 10, another 10, right? You have many 10s, as do a lot of signs for this January reading. Another 10 right there. So definitely you're moving towards this completion, okay, in an optimistic way. And in a enthusiastic, eager way, but one that's not forceful, one that's not forced, right? And we see that with this Nine of Pentacles as well. There's the step back, there's the gradual culmination. Okay. And you then move right into the Ten of Wands. Finally, the culmination of efforts towards something that you've been working towards for a good amount of time, right? So the end and completion of a phase. And then in your environment position, you have the Eight of Wands. And this card really speaks to, kind of in line with this Ten of Wands, right? You have efforts, right? It signifies the fire element of doing, action, change, passion, the day-to-day routine where you spend your time and your energy really actively doing things. So this is somewhat of a shake-up sort of energy, right? You have these very meticulously, strategically placed wands, kind of in this counterclockwise configuration as you see on the Wheel of Fortune card. And then you have suddenly out of nowhere this bolt of lightning, this flash of lightning that brings color and life to this array of wands sitting on the ground. So it's almost like a sort of rejuvenation of efforts, right? That I think is very much in line with this Ten of Wands. The restart, right? Bringing change to the way that things have been done before. And this pair of cards actually came up as well for Aries. So this is sort of like a reorientation, right? And this might even lead to this Ten of Wands. This might be the situation, event, realization, whatever it may be, that leads to the final culmination, right? The wrap up. Okay? Then moving on to the energetic pathway card here. In the crowning energy, you have the Eight of Cups. Okay. So speaking now to the wrap up sort of the emotional side of this culmination, right? The Eight, it's the process of reaching the emotional wrap up, so to speak, right? It's not a 10 yet. It's still, you feel the residual emotional impact of whatever you're closing out. Okay, so when we look at these, right, these three cards that were on the bottom of the deck. You have the Two of Cups, you have the Father of Pentacles, and you have the Son of Wands. Okay, so the Two of Cups in reverse, right, speaks really to, if we look at this card, it's a 2. If we look at this card, it's a 2. 2 is stable. 2 is harmony. Even with the Lover's card, you have stability and harmony in a different way, right? In motion, stability in motion, flow, complacency. But with these two twos, right, you have firm, stable, grounded, sort of pointed, fixated stability. Okay? And so when we see this card in light of these other cards in the spread, it's as if something that once brought you emotional stability and fulfillment, right? Where you really felt like you had your place with this, within this situation, right? Like 2 peas in a pod sort of energy. Now upturned, now in reverse, right above the Father of Pentacles, sort of speaks to, in a situation where you feel very much the master of your domain in terms of your finances or career, right? This is the most mature expression of the earth element. There is now a fulfillment that no longer stands, in a way, right? Going from this Two of Cups in reverse to the Lovers, this progression is very much, again, the oscillation between groundedness, stability, stable harmony, also with the Father of Pentacles, to flight, to movement and action forward. So there's a shift happening, it seems, right? A shift in terms of your groundedness, your stability. Perhaps you want more freedom with how you move forward, and even in regards to what emotionally fulfills you, okay? And right beneath this Father of Pentacles, you have this Son of Wands card. And when we look at these two cards, right, the Son of Wands beckons a sort of youthful, energizing, enterprising sort of energy. Whereas the Father of Pentacles is very firm, very grounded, has earned his success, has reaped the rewards, right? Is utterly respected. And the Son of Wands is a much more juvenile energy, a much more fiery, passionate sort of character, right? So again, the contrast between stable maturity, culminating efforts to sort of a flash of passion and what is the word I'm looking for, and inspiration even, right, to move forward in a new direction and new path. Okay. So thank you so much, Libra, for tuning in. Feel free to leave your comments below. I'm always curious to know how the videos resonate. Thank you so much for leaving your comments on December's video. I read through each and every one of them and appreciate your words so very much. I will hopefully be back within the next week or so doing a mid-month reading. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll see you guys then. All right, bye.